Hey comic book fans, my nerdy friends, and my geeky compadres, what's going on? Welcome to another Tradin with RWC. This time we will be doing Batman Vampire. Okay, so before I get into this, I first want to thank Mike, 87 Boba Fett, for sending it to me. It's an awesome book, if you guys have ever read it. It actually is compiled of 3 different Batman stories. Batman and Dracula Red Rain, Batman Bloodstorm, and Batman Crimson Mist. All, like, they're just kind of like different. It's just separating the one big story. So this is like an Elseworld type story, where Batman actually gets turned into a vampire. Really crazy. Like, it's just, but nuts. It's hard to explain. Basically, vampires come and they take over Gotham, killing homeless people every night, bodies upon bodies, being found drained of blood. And the main villain is Dracula. We also meet another character named Tanya, who has slowly been turning Bruce Wayne into a vampire in his sleep. It's crazy. It's just crazy. It's kind of really hard to explain and not sound like I'm just out of my freaking mind. This Tanya character was turned by Dracula long ago, and she has made a serum that is like synthetic plasma, which lessens the hunger for blood. She's taken it upon herself to help other vampires pretty much do the equivalent of turn vegan, and go against Dracula, killing his minions and kind of taking it to him a little bit. She's chosen Bruce Wayne to help with this mission, so he becomes super strong, like he's on steroids. And yeah, she turns him into a vampire. That's pretty much the first part. At the end of the first part, Batman fights Dracula. I believe that's the first part. Maybe it's the second. I'm trying to remember now. Because this is, like, for real, this is just one crazy after another crazy after another crazy. And okay, sorry. Wow. I'm going back and remembering how much crazy is in this. Yeah. So, at the end of the first part, the Batman and Dracula story, Batman gets turned into a vampire so much that he sprouts wings. He becomes an actual Batman, and takes it to Dracula and kills him. So from there we go to the next story, where without Dracula being the head of the vampire family, they have no direction. Joker steps in to become the head of the vampire family, although he's not a vampire himself. He just brings a sort of I don't want to say organized because he's like the crown prince of chaos, but he brings some organization to the vampire community. Gets them to stop being in the dark so much, stop taking the homeless, people who don't matter, and kind of feed off of the mob bosses of Gotham and live in luxury instead of in caves and sewers. So they start taking out mob bosses and living in their houses. And all the while, Batman is becoming more and more vampire than human. It's pretty nuts. It's like I said, it's really crazy. It's like an awesome kind of crazy. Just really, really. I mean, look at that. Look at that right there. It's crazy. It's so nuts. But I loved it. He rips the guy's face off. So also in the second part, that as oh man, I forgot about the ending of the first part. In order to kind of kill Dracula and the rest of the vampires, Batman and Tanya and her people demolish Wayne Manor, and in that event, Tanya dies. Tanya was kind of like just I don't want to say role model, but a good female presence in vampire Bruce's life. And after she dies, he goes kind of crazy. But he finds a new female presence in the form of Selena Kyle as a werecat. She gets bit by a werewolf vampire, which was kind of weird. And she becomes a werecat. Again, this is like just take what you think of Gotham and Batman and just it's nuts. It's crazy. It's so good though. Oh my gosh, there's so much to this that I'm just like skipping over. In the end, Batman just takes it to Joker's people, ends up having Joker at the end ready to just get rid of him, and gives in to his vampire urges and bites the Joker. He hasn't drank blood from anybody else, but he drinks the blood of the Joker, and oh my god, like it's nuts. It's so crazy, because after that, he gets Alfred and Commissioner Gordon to stake him through the heart. And that just sets off the third story, which was just incredible. The third story was my favorite of this. And I'm not going to get into it. Just, there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot of Batman rogues in the third part of this. a third part of this trade, and there's a lot that goes on. And Batman, oh my, dude, you guys just need to read this. I can't. I've spoiled a ton already. I spoiled a ton. I'm not gonna spoil anything for the third part because it's just in freaking insane. It is crazy good. So if you want to know what happens in the third part of this, you need to pick it up because it's just amazing, super good. So again, thank you, Mike. This was awesome, man. Really, I really appreciate it. It was really cool to be able to read this, especially a story that you love so much, and you definitely turned me on to it, and I love it too. So thank you again. It's just awesome. And thank you everybody for watching. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.